Welcome back, team. In this episode of What You Should and Should Not Do, we're going to talk about part trois. We're going to talk about what you should and should not do if you ever become a billionaire who could afford to buy a basketball team embroiled in controversy. Now, if not long after you buy said basketball team with your billions of dollars, and I have a complaint that comes in about the same behavior that caused the team to be for sale in the first place, I know as my billionaire self protecting my millions and billions of dollars, I would also make sure a thorough investigation was completed. And if you have enough money to hire a private investigator, and the private investigator and allegedly the detective, all this is alleged, come back to you and say they can't find anything, I know I wouldn't keep spending my millions and billions on continuing to dig to the point where you have to allegedly rely on people from 15, 20 years ago. That's crazy. So I'm going to keep this one very short because I think that if I were a billionaire who bought a team that was embroiled in controversy, I would have done much better than this. I also would say I would have taken this seriously from the first time I was asked about it. I would have made sure that my communications person, Miss Mitch, actually provided a professional statement based off of truth rather than lies that nobody could show me were the truth. So I just have a question for Mr. Ishbia. As we've gone through this process, what did anybody show you that led you to believe that the lies that all these people made up was the truth? I know I've been involved in this process for about 3 years, and I've not seen anything that would make me believe anybody was telling the truth. I would actually have a lot of questions. So maybe your attorney is, I don't know, maybe allegedly the private investigator, allegedly the detective, former detective, retired detective, I don't know who it was, allegedly the law official that was following me around and looking into my background. When they didn't find anything, what would be the smart money move? I don't know. I feel like if I were a billionaire, I wouldn't keep dismissing someone's complaint every chance I got and just try to make it seem like that person was just out for money, even after they're like, no, it's about accountability. And yet, still no apology, still no better, still no doing better, wanting better for yourself and your employees and your basketball players and the health of the organization as a whole. I know that if I was a billionaire, this would infuriate me. The amount of money that has been wasted would infuriate me, especially if it comes out that most of what everybody said up to this point has just been a lie. I would be furious, but that's just me, and I'm not a billionaire, so what would I know? But I could tell you that if I had enough money to own a professional basketball team, I wouldn't be embroiled in this mess. And I would have taken this seriously and I would have done better. Like I said I was going to do when I went on my media tours and talked about how I'm going to improve everything. Hmm. Keeping one's word. That's a fascinating thought. Hmm.